One of the things that I love to do more than anything is music. And I found myself seeking validation from others about my music that I had worked so hard to perfect, and finally got to work with a recording engineer that I've always admired. And it was like on my bucket list, something that I gotta do. This Grammy award winning producer, engineer. And I finally got a chance to work with this guy. So, lack of a better term, for what's going on, man? I see Reg Dog, what's going on? To make a long story short, that's what I was trying to say. There was an artist that I know. I'm not gonna give out any names. Artists that I know. They're well known. They've got this show that they do where they, if you want to submit some music to them, let them critique it or whatnot. This is one of those things where I was trying to get validation from these guys for whatever reason, because I knew my music was I knew it was dope. I knew it sounded good. So, but I still wanted to hear them just give me a clap on the back, clap their hands, and give me a pat on the back, say, man, that's a great job. Went out, hired this engineer, but not just for them, it's just for my project, but I wanted to get their feedback on it. And even put my best foot forward. Everyone that ever heard the song loved it. But for some reason, the people who I wanted the most validation from, when they heard the song, not only did they criticize. Now we're talking about an award-winning engineer. We're talking about a guy who has won Grammys. Need I say more, multiple Grammys, and really put his foot in it. One thing I like about him is that he gives you the same quality work when you're an independent artist as he does when you're working with us. If he's working with Usher or somebody like that, he's gonna put the same amount of work in my stuff as he does, somebody that's on that level, And by the time it's all said and done, you're gonna get just as good a product as they get. But for some reason, I wanted these people to hear it, so I did it on live, sent it to them live on Instagram. They played the song, and the first thing they criticized was the mix. And I said to myself, and they was like, who did the mix, And when I told them, not only did they throw shade at me, but they didn't believe that I used this engineer. I can show you my checkbook. I can show you my bank account where I spent thousands of dollars to get this guy. But for some reason, they just was tripping. But what that showed me, they tried to make me out to look like a liar. But what it did was it showed me that, when people just want to be haters, they just want to be haters. It doesn't matter what you do, because this was my crowning achievement. And it hurt. It did hurt a little bit, but it taught me a lesson. Not to seek validation from others, because no matter how good a job you do, it's never gonna be enough for them. Are you happy with what you do? That's how you should measure success. Do you like what you did? Do you like, as long as my thing is now, as long as I know I put my best foot forward and I do the best job I can do, it doesn't matter what people think. It's not important. Now, it did disappoint me because these were guys that I admire, guys that I know. But, some things just, they are what they are, and it's just like, don't let the devil devalue you and make you feel like you're less than what God created you to be, because nobody can do a better job in crafting and molding your gift than God, And as long as you did the best you could do, you worked the hardest, the only time you should feel shameful is when you didn't put your best foot forward. And, it's just a matter of I tried to seek validation from others, and that's what happened. You can never measure your success on validation from other people. You're gonna go down every time. You're gonna embarrass yourself. You're gonna get let down. You know what I'm saying? But the only person that you can always count on is God. Jesus is the same yesterday, today, and forever. So we don't cast our confidence in man. We can't cast our confidence in the Lord. And, so it's one of those things where don't worry about what people think. Do your best, and just let the chips fall where they may. Haters are haters. Haters gonna hate. But don't let it shake you. All right, y'all. Brandon Love Sports TV. It's your boy. I'm out.